Hey everybody, welcome, welcome to Hidden Horror. Thank you for spending this time with me. I appreciate that. Let's get started. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Hidden Horror. How are you for a Saturday? How's everything going? It's been hot. It's been extremely hot. So I have some things I got to do today. So I want to get started. I have two videos I'm going to do today. I'm going to start a collection of news stories that I'm going to call monster or hidden horror. I don't know. The reason I'm going to label them those type of labels is because I want to start showing you some of the stories that may not be mainstream. However, they're horrific, extremely sad. The first two that I'm thinking about bringing, one I'm going to bring today, and the other one I'm still on the fence. Just extremely horrible. They involve children, so I'm going to have a warning for that. But I want you to see more about uh, what I've been describing. What is the mindset of some of these people? Some of these people that have mental health issues, some of these people that you would call demonic, pure evil, just horrible people. So I'm going to start a series, and I think I'm either going to label it monster or hidden horror or just something on the level of evil that I would put in that category. So um, I'll talk about the first of the collection in the next video that I'm going to do. But today I'm just here to bring you, it's not really an update, but it's more information coming out. So I brought you the story about Romeo Nance. Romeo Nance, out of Illinois, he had unalived several of his family members, his mother, his sisters, his brother, his uncle, etc. And I found out later that he had an accomplice. Well, I don't want to call him an accomplice. There were two people in the car also with him. One person was charged. It was one of his friends. His name is Jon Hansen. And the police charged him with homicide. Homicide and then attempted because one of the people that were randomly shot allegedly, one person passed away and the other person was injured. So he was charged and he's coming out now with his defense and saying, hey, I pretty much was with someone that was acting like a madman. He was acting crazed. He was out of control. I pretty much felt forced to cooperate, or I would have had my life taken. I thought I was just getting in the car, kind of like chilling or whatever, but no, this was not it. He was crazed, sadistic, etc. And um, I was not able to make decisions on my own. I felt forced. And I didn't do the shootings of either two people. Romeo did the shootings, and I didn't know that this was all going to happen. So pretty much this is my defense. So let's go over this article, okay? The article is in Shaw Local News Network. It's shawlocal.com. The title is Shorewood Man at the Mercy of Suicidal Madman Who Killed Joliet Family, Defense Attorney. The article is by Felix Sarver, and I'm trying to get a date for you. It's dated June 11, 2024. A Sherwood man and his pregnant girlfriend were at the mercy of a suicidal madman who had killed seven of his family members and randomly shot two other people, according to a defense attorney. That claim was put forth by defense attorney Jeff Tomzik on Tuesday during the pre-trial release hearing of Jon Hansen. He's 24 years old, who's been charged with the first-degree murder of Toyosi Bakare, 28. Let's get the rest of the article here. Wait a minute. Let's see. And the attempted first degree murder. Uh, Wait a minute. The article is cut off. Now I can't read it. Let me see. My apologies. Okay, so they want me to subscribe to continue reading the article. Wow, you can't even read the news anymore. Let me see if I can find, I don't know if I can find the article another way. Hmm. I don't know if I want to subscribe. Well, I'll sum the article up because I did read it and now it's not allowing me to read it. The defense is basically saying that Jon Hansen, he didn't know what was going to happen. He didn't know the mental state. That's why he's saying that pretty much he was crazed. He was, out of his mind. He had just unalived his mother, his sisters, his brother, his uncle, etc. He had been on this mass shooting spree. And when they got in the car, which was him and his girlfriend who was pregnant, which the police, they didn't charge her, but they charged him. And they're saying that it's not enough to show and demonstrate that they were in the car. He's saying he tried to get out of the car. He couldn't get out of the car. He couldn't get away, but they did try to get out of the car. And pretty much they went along with it because they were afraid. They were afraid. They didn't want to be harmed. They didn't want to be killed also. So they stayed in the car. I think I have, uh, let me see. Let's see. He said that he called him a suicidal madman because this is him immediately after killing all of his family members. I know he said in the article that he was listening to music and he was singing along with the music. And I'm sure all of three of them being in the vehicle, they probably were afraid. And they're saying that they cooperated with Romeo Nance to stay alive. And I believe he allegedly got rid of the gun, but he told the police where the gun was so they could recover it. And he's saying that um he didn't want to be involved, but he pretty much didn't have a choice. The prosecutor, Will County's Assistant State Attorney Christine Vukmir, she's saying that they had opportunities to escape Nance and get out of that vehicle, but they didn't. They saying that they have evidence that will show that Hansen he intended to commit crimes against rival gang members on that day of the murders, and that overall Hansen is a threat to the community. I think when you try to blanket it, I think it's hard. You have to distinguish past offenses or alleged past offenses from this offense. Did he have the gun? Was he involved in any way? Did he want to harm these people? With his pregnant girlfriend with him, I think that's going to be a difficult job on the prosecution side to demonstrate that he had intentions to kill the two victims. I think, and let me give you the other victim's name also, because I have that in the notes. Um, so Toyosi Bakare was 28. He was killed, and then they charged him with attempted murder for Mario Guerrero. Um, I think that's going to be kind of hard to demonstrate that they weren't under duress, that they were involved. You know, what would they get out of it? They're saying that he was trying to do something gang related. And it's possible. Can they show that? Is it in a text message? Who would testify to that? Romeo Nance is gone, and then Jon Hansen and his girlfriend are probably going to have a similar story, that they were basically under duress. They're being forced and threatened to cooperate to stay alive. So I just wanted to bring you that information. If there's anything that comes forward further regarding Mr. Hansen and his prosecution, I don't know how much more is going to come out through the news, but I'll keep watching and I will bring you an update if I find out any more information. So thank you for spending this time with me. Have a wonderful Saturday. Bye, everybody.